Hello, hello. Welcome to Love Good Lane. My name is Matthew. Thanks for joining me today. Let's put on some makeup, shall we? I'm really excited because today we're going to be using Estee Lauder products that I got in the 2025 Holiday Blockbuster box. Now, I know the holidays are over, but what I actually did was purchased it for myself for Christmas, and then I wrapped it up and I opened it. It was under the tree, and I was excited about it. But I wanted to wait for Christmas because it was a Christmas gift to myself. So this is, and I actually didn't have any Estee Lauder products before this, but I had seen it. I was interested. I thought it was a great value because I think the kit itself was around $100. And you got a ton of products. Several of them are full size. And I did have to make a purchase. I want to say it was like $40, somewhere around there, in order to get the Blockbuster box at that price. Which I did, and I'll show you that in a second. But here it is. This is the... I'll hold it here. And I'm sure many of you have seen this already, but comes in a nice box, pretty. And let me open it up here so you can see what is inside. Maybe. Goodness, there it goes. It came in this. Oh, that I have to show you in a second. It came in this beautiful red case. Gold zippers with nice pulls on both sides and a handle. This will be great for travel and that sort of thing, I think. So let me show you what's in here, and then I'll show you what I purchased on my own so that I could get the Blockbuster box at the deal price. I'm gonna look at my cheat sheet here because I wrote it down in case I forgot some of the details. This is the Sumptuous Extreme Volume Mascara in 01. The Extreme Black is the color. That's what it looks like. Nice. Let's see what the... Okay, I like that. I like that size wand. It says Extreme Volume, which I'm all about. So we're going to try it out when I put makeup on my face. You and I will check it out together. Do you have this Blockbuster? Did you get it? Or have you tried some of these products? Let me know. I'd love to hear from you. And each one came nicely wrapped in some tissue. Next up is that's what it looks like. This is the the blush stick. It's a cream blush stick in rose gold. Very pretty. Does it? Yes, it rolls up and down. Okay, had to check that out. The theme for this year was the red with the gold polka dots. I like it. Okay, so put that there. And then also wrapped is the limited edition eyeshadow palette. That's what the front looks like. And there were two. It's very nice. The shadows are embossed. I don't know if you can, yeah, you can kind of see it in the camera. They're embossed. There's a nice wide mirror here in the case. Look at these colors. Beautiful. There is, well, I guess technically those are 3 shimmers, and then there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 mattes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, there are 7. Yeah. That was the right math. Very pretty. I'm excited about that. But you could get the entire kit. You could get it in 2 different color maps. There was this one, and then the other one was, I want to say the other one was purplish, but it affected which eyeshadow palette you got as well as the lipsticks, which I'll show you in a second. But I am excited about this. I love these colors. I would have preferred the other eyeshadow color scheme or to try it because I don't have a lot in that range. However, I did not like the 2 lipsticks as much in that one. So I chose this kit because I know I would get my use out of all of the things, not just the eyeshadow. Put that down there. Put that up here. Okay, so that was one side. Let's open the other side. So the other side of the case, it's a deeper compartment, but other than some of the lip products, this is all the skincare that you get. Look at that. And the price, I mean, I know that they made you purchase the, whatever it was, I want to say $40 in order to get the kit at the $100 price, but just this alone, this is the, did I write it down? I did. This is the Advanced Night Repair Serum. Just this is more, you would pay more to just buy this individually than you would for the purchases and the kit. So, I mean, so I'm excited. I've heard great things about this. Happy to try that. And then, what else is in here? We've got the Night Repair eye cream. That's this guy here. And they're glass, beautiful, like the packaging is beautiful. This is the intensive hand cream. I'm excited to try that. Now, I did open these. I don't know. There might be a hint of a fragrance, but I can't really detect it right now. So that's nice. I don't mind when certain things are fragranced, but if that's a consideration for you, that's something to keep in mind. This is the cleansing gelée, so cleanser. I'm excited to try that. And then, what are they calling this? The Youth Power Cream. Excuse me. Look at this gold jar. There's a, okay. Will I be able to get it? Oh, okay, there's a handle. Ooh, I mean, I don't think these are fragranced, which is kind of nice. Beautiful, okay, and we'll be trying that too. And then the other 2 makeup things in the Blockbuster were 2 lipsticks. I mean, look at these gorgeous packaging. This one, I have this on the other side of my notes. The 2 lipsticks are Sneak Peek and Red Ribbon. This one is, whoa, Sneak Peek. It's a twist up little bullet lipstick. I don't know if you can see, but they're embossed with that ribbon. I mean, that's pretty cool. I haven't seen that before. And so this is a sort of a mauve-y leaning cool. I like that. So we'll be trying that. And then the other lipstick is the Red Ribbon. Yes, Red Ribbon. Similar outer packaging. And then it's a nice vibrant red. Also has the embossing on there. Very cool. I'm excited. And then last but not least from the kit, if I can get it out. They're nestled so nicely into their little homes here. Okay. This is the limited edition lip gloss in the shade Dazzle Me. Ooh. So we'll try that out today too, because you know, if you've been watching my videos, I'm not a huge lip gloss person. Lately, I've been trying it more and liking it. But those 2 lipsticks, while they are beautiful, they are, they're not glossy. I don't know that they're fully matte, but at any rate, we're probably going to want a little something something to shine up the lips. So there we go. We'll try that out too. Now, when I had to purchase something, what I got was, oh, you know what? I have a feeling that the mascara, I don't think the mascara was in the kit. I think I purchased the mascara and then I purchased this. This is the Brow Perfect 3D. I'm not holding it the right way. There we go. The Brow Perfect 3D. It's a pencil, powder, and gel, a 3-in-1. Oh. So there's the gel with a spoolie, little Christmas tree shaped spoolie on that side. Here's the pencil on this end. And then in the middle is the powder with one of those guys, which is nice to fill in. You know, you get the hair-like strokes with the pencil side and then fill in where needed with the powder. And I got this in 02, the shade Cool Blonde. So yeah, the 3D brow and the mascara, the Sumptuous Extreme Volume. Those are the two things that I purchased in order to get my holiday box. Now, obviously, I don't have enough of the Estee Lauder things to do a full face of Estee Lauder, so I'll be filling in with some other stuff. But let's do it. So let's see, where do we want to start? I think we're going to start with some primer. And which one do I want to use today? Let's start with, because I haven't used this yet. I've heard about it. I know it's been around for a while, but I'm going to try the Benefit Professional Primer. Let's do it. Also, if you've been watching my videos lately, you know that I have discovered that certain primers don't play nice with certain products. So let's see how this goes. Ooh, it goes on nice. Very silky, silicone-y. Let's see if it'll do anything to my nose. I have some big pores there on the old schnoz. I don't mind my nose, I really don't. But I am aware that I certainly don't have a diminutive nose. It's a big one, but I kind of feel like if I had a small nose, like I wouldn't have a face. Like I kind of have a small face. I have big eyes. I love my eyes, but you know what I mean? Like if it were small, like where would I go? What? We're going to try that. Let's see. Let's go, Benefit. Are you a Benefit Professional user? I know a lot of people are. I'm late to the game on that one. But we're going to try it out. I think let's tackle these brows first before I do anything else. First, we're going to use the pencil side. This is the new Estee Lauder. What is it called? Brow Perfect 3D. 3-in-1. Let's see. I'm going to try using this mirror today so that I don't go out of frame. I noticed that in a couple of my recent makeup videos that when I lean into my big mirror here, I'm kind of getting out of the frame. So let's try it. We'll see. First, I'm going to decide where I want it to start. I think we're going to do right about there. Now we got to get it to match on the other side. Well, not match. I shouldn't say that. Coordinate on the other side. Okay, I think that looks good. Now this brow is thicker and a little darker naturally than this one. So I try to keep that in mind. Let's bring this over here. All right, I'm okay with that. Our brows are coordinated. Oh, maybe not right here though. Okay, so now let's try this powder, the middle section. Maybe. Yes. Okay, that was a... I didn't screw that part. Let's go over here. I don't think I'm going to use the gel. I don't really... Well, to be honest, for most of my brow, I don't have enough real hair for the gel to do anything. Having trouble seeing right there. I guess that's good enough for now. Okay, let's move on. I think I'm going to use today I'm going to use some of my Laura Geller Baked Balance and Brighten foundation, which means that I like to do my concealer first because, as you know, it's a baked powder foundation. I don't like to do concealer on top of that. I like to put that on top of the concealer. So I'm just going to do a little bit here. It's fine. Maybe a little bit in there. Actually, only needed it there. I've got a little doodad here, but do you do this? When I'm using concealer like this, I like to balance it out, and if like I have a little spot here, put a little there, then I'll do the same thing on this side so that I'm balanced out. Otherwise, I have like a lighter, you know what I'm getting at? That's my reasoning. Okay, I've got my AOA Peach Moji blender sponge. I'm just gonna blend this out. I don't like to take the concealer too close. I mean, it's close-ish, but I'm not going all the way up to the lash line. It'll look more natural that way, in my opinion. Okay, good. Oh, I was gonna do a little, and I put that away. There's like some natural darkness in that spot of my face, like brow bone-ish area. Don't worry, I'll blend that out. But I like to use a little concealer there to lighten it up. Lighten up, brows. Very good, very good. Okay, what do I want to do with... You know, maybe I will. Maybe I will use some concealer as eye primer. I don't know if you can see on camera, but I've got some veining and a little bit of discoloration. It's not bad, but it's there. And I want my pretty new eyeshadows to really show up as much as they can. So I'm going to use a little concealer as eye primer today. I don't always do that. I have probably my favorite eye primer is that AOA Studio Nude eye primer. But let's do this today. I don't know why, just 'cause. Okay. I'm happy with that so far. What do you suppose? Okay, let's move on to our foundation. I'm using the Baked Balance and Brighten, Laura Geller. I love this. This is what I started with, but I have to say, probably, if I had to choose, like I could only choose one, I would pick the Bake, Balance, and Glow over the original. But I like the original. However, I find that because it's swirled, it's marbleized like that, which is good because you get all those different pigments to even out your skin tone. For whatever reason, this one, even though it's still in, I get the shade Fair, even though it's the same shade that I always get, this particular compact, this batch, it comes off a little darker on my skin, which is okay. Not a lot, just a little bit. And I don't know if it's because there just happen to be more dark swirlies in here. Don't know. Let's use... I've been using my Manger, whatever the TikTok brush set is, lately, and I like it. I like them a lot. But it came with one of these little retractable kabuki guys, just like Laura Geller. So let's use that. That's funny. What is that? Oh, we don't know. Okay. And as you know, if you go a little tighter up the barrel, then you get more coverage. If you loosen it, you get lighter coverage. Now, these baked foundations are light to medium coverage anyway. So, okay, let's use our mirror. I'm putting some here instead of powder to kind of set that concealer because, as we know, cream blends with cream, powder blends with powder. So, since I want to use those pretty new eyeshadows, which are powder, then I have to make sure that we're going to be blending powder with powder up there on the eyelids or on the eyes. Let me get in close here. I don't know, y'all. That's looking good. I have to say, at the moment, between that Benefit primer and... So you're not going to get full coverage, as we know, with this Balance and Brighten. It is buildable up to maybe medium, but I kind of like that it looks a little more natural. Oh, let's keep using what we're using here. I think we'll use this. It's one of the Mange brushes. It's a big fluffy brush. I'm just gonna make sure we're blended out here. I'm excited because I have bigger pores through here, the tip of my nose, a little bit here, but ooh, it's looking good. You probably can't see it on camera. Okay, moving on. Let's do a little bronzer. I don't really contour. I mean a little bit, but if I do that, I use it more to bring a little color to my face, a little dimension. So it's more, I use it more of a bronzer than a contour. But anyway, I think I want to use this one. I'm really liking it still. I know I've mentioned it before. The Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I wish I could figure out what the shade is called. I don't know. I still can't tell from what's on the back. It just says Deep Bronzer, Muru Butter Bronzer. I don't know. But we're going to use some of that. Let's find I think we're going to use this kind of angled. Ooh, boy howdy. It is fragrance though. We're going to the tropics. It smells like coconuts or something. Okay. I like to put a little like right under my cheekbone. And I know it's looking a little scary at the moment, but we'll blend. will fix. So we're getting some of this on. And I like to put a little on the sides of my nose. And right around the tip. Hi. You waving? Okay, I'm happy with that. And then we're going to go a little bit up here. As we talked about before, I like to bring this a little higher instead of at the temple. Blown kisses. Because as we get older, we naturally recede at the temple. So I don't want to put a contour or a bronzer there, which is just going to accentuate that. I'm going to bring it a little higher, and then I'm going to go across here a little bit, if you can call that a hairline, around my hairline.
You don't have any hair.
I know. That's why I said if you can call it a hairline. There, that looks good. Let's blend that out.
And why do you call all of your shows Love Good Lane?
Why do we call it Love Good Lane?
Yeah.
Well, because Love Good is part of our name, right? And then Love Good Lane because then we can talk about all kinds of things. Sometimes we do cooking, sometimes we do makeup, sometimes we talk about dishes and pots and pans. Okay, so now we're gonna blend that out a little. That's part of the reason why I like that butter bronzer, because it blends so nice. It's smooth. It's looking pretty good up here, so I don't have to do a whole lot. There. Okay, and now for blush, we're gonna use, we're gonna use the new cream blush stick that came in the Estee Lauder. Let's try this out. Okay, we gotta blend. It's a rose gold shade, and it is a little glowy, which I like. Ooh, pretty. I like it. I don't know if you is it picking up on camera? I know you can see the glowiness there. So if I use highlighter, I use highlighter sort of on the top of the apple of my cheek, like up here, the cheekbone. But I won't really have to do that with this because it's already, we've already got glowy going on. Hi. Oh. See you later. Very pretty. I like that. I like it a lot. Good job, Estee Lauder. Nice. Okay. I think I will set that just a little bit with some powder blush. Put this up here. But we want to think strategically about what is going to enhance / keep this shade. I don't want to send it off into some craziness. Ooh, let's use this. Let's see what's in here that might work. This is the Laura Geller Cheek to Chic blush palette. Well, looking at the shades here, I think that this Fruit Punch, that's this one here, I think that's going to make it too intense. Certainly not the Malibu is going to work for this. I think let's use some of the Bora Bora. Yeah. Tap into that a little bit. And we're just going to very lightly that was an excellent choice, if I do say so myself, because we retained the qualities that I like about the Estee Lauder, but I didn't want to just leave it creamy like that. I want to set it. Put a little there on the bridge. Y'all, that Benefit primer, I mean, I don't know if you can see, but like, I hardly ever get that glassy smoothness in here. I like it. I'm excited. Okay, I actually didn't do this with the blush stick, but let's put a little here, just because I have kind of a lot of real estate here, and if I just leave it all blank, it's kind of blank. So, very pretty. I like it. Okay. We did that. And I don't think we're going to use any highlighter because, and you can still get, I'm getting some of the glow through, even though I set it with that other powder blush, still getting some of the glow through. So I'm not going to use a highlighter today, an additional highlighter. But while I'm thinking of it, I am going to use some of my Vaseline. I just very gently tap a little bit under the eye, and it just keeps it looking kind of fresh and just a little bit dewy under there. You know my thing. I don't mind the wrinkles, and I have some, especially when I smile all through there. But what I do mind is when it looks dry. That drives me crazy. I don't want it to look dry. I would rather, if I had to choose, I would rather look sweaty than dry and crinkly. Dusty. No, don't want it. Okay, so now what do we want to do? I like it. What's everybody thinking? Let me know in the comments. I didn't put any foundation on my ears and they're kind of red today. And I know everybody says that, oh, you have to put makeup on your ears. I'm not going to today because I don't want to. Okay, now let's see. Let's move on to the... Before I do the upper lid, we're going to use some of this. It's a Laura Mercier. Can I read it? Maybe. Maybe not. It's a Laura Mercier Caviar Stick eyeliner, eye crayon in the shade Amethyst, which to me would seem purplish, but it's not. It's kind of a nice, soft, goldy brown. I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to put this underneath. I know it looks a little crazy, but we're going to blend it out. And then, okay. So, I mean, at least in person, it's subtle what I'm doing with this lighter shadow stick, but you can see, I think, even on camera, the difference between this one and this one. There's just a little bit more dimension. It's not as just kind of flat as on this side. So let's even it up. Let's do this side. Okay, so we did that. Now, I think before we do shadows, well, maybe I'll do it with, well, yeah. I think I'm going to line the outer part of my upper lash line with the dark shade. Now, do these, no, they don't have names. We can make up our own names. I think we're going to do the liner with this chocolate buddy here. So I'm going to use this brush. It's flat and it's angled. Can you see? There we go. pretty. Yeah, you can see the difference. I think let's try... I kind of angled. I know it looks wingy, but by the time I'm done, it's not. It's going to be softer, so don't worry. Because I'm also going to put some shadow on the lid, which is going to make that not a harsh transition. Okay, I'm digging it. Let's do the other side. Can you see? Yeah, you can see. Okay, let's see if I can... That's enough of that one. I've got my little color switch. You know what I mean by that, right? These little things that you run your brush so you get the color off. If you're wanting to switch colors. Okay, now let's see. What do I want to use as sort of my medium transition shade? Let's try... Why don't we try this one here? I'm calling this one Blonde Roast. That's what came to mind. I'm going to use this brush. Let's make sure you don't have some previous color on you. Oh, and I could... This is a really nice mirror in here. So I could just use you, couldn't I? It's just habit that I'm blowing. I'm getting like zero fallout. These are nice shadows, nice formula. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna put on a lighter shade in the inner part of my eye. Oh, I haven't used that brush yet. We'll do it with that one. And I'm going to use this one here. Let's call that one Dolce de Leche. I don't know. I'm just being silly. But you know how I do. Pretty. Okay. Now, I'm going to use this brush. What is this? Wing Me? I don't know. I think I got this from one of my Ipsy bags. Wingme. The 07 Wing Me. Okay. We're going to blend here. Estee Lauder known for their shadows. Could be. I have not heard about it, but this is a beautiful palette. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of a darker shade. Let's use this one. It's got a little bit of redness to it. We're going to use a little of that out there. Very nice. Okay, blend. Okay, now I want to shimmer. I think in the center there, we've got 3 options. We've got this shade here, this one which is light, and then this one which is a gold. Should we go for the gold? Let's do that. I'm going to use my finger. Ooh, I don't know. Is that going to be... I think it's all right. I was wondering if it's going to be too dark, but we're going to go for it. Right in the middle. Pretty. This shadow almost has like a little bit, it's gold, but like just slightly leaning green. Like an olivey tinge. And I don't mind that. I'm sure it also has to do with the colors that I used in combination with it. Very pretty. I'm excited. You know what? Let's gild the lily. Let's go full tilt. Why not? But this one, I'm going to use a brush. Maybe. Do I have? There it is. It's a small flat brush. We're going to use some of that light shade right there on the inner. Nice. This one is more subtle, which is fine because I put that lighter shadow shade in there. I'm really liking these products and I like how this look is coming together. I'm excited. How do you feel? Okay, we did that. Let's see. I think it's time to... I think we're going to set with some spray. I like to do my setting spray before I do mascara. Sometimes I do it before I do my shadows. Because I feel like when the spray gets on the mascara, it can get smeary, whatever, because of the nature of things. So let's use this. This is Laura Mercier Translucent Pure Setting Spray, 16 hour, invisible. So I don't think this one has any. Okay, just getting it going. Here we go. I'm not sure how I feel about that sprayer. I feel like a little bit I was in the car wash. It's not super fine. Let's I'm going to use my Repper eyelash curler. Very lovely, very lovely. Okay, here we go with the Estee Lauder Sumptuous Extreme Volume. Now, in all fairness, we all know that sometimes it takes a time or two to use a mascara before you can really get a good read on how it's going to be, because, like, I don't know, the air needs to hit it or something. So far, I'm liking this. I like the kind of Christmas tree shaped wand. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. So let's see what we're going to do with my lip situation. I think first things first, I'm going to put on a little lip balm to make sure my lips are moisturized. You know what I just thought of we can do? I have an idea. Maybe you've done this before. We're just going to use a brow pencil as a lip liner. That's what we're going to do. This happens to be, like, this particular one is not ancient. I just got it. But this is an ancient product. The Maybelline Expert Wear brow pencil. Like, old school. Little wood pencil deal. They've had these forever. It's like 1912. Okay. Oh gosh, I'm excited about that primer. And that blush stick, that cream blush stick, it's pretty. I like this look. And those, I know I used like 16 different colors on my eyelids, but pretty. Okay. I'll stop being excited and get my lips on. Okay, that worked. We did it. Now, we have to decide, do we want to use, what are our two shades? Red Ribbon or Sneak Peek? This one's kind of a mauve cool. Let's try that one. Let's do the mauve cool tone thing. So this is Sneak Peek. It's upside down. Sneak Peek. Creamy. It's not matte, fully matte. So I like that. It's got a little shine to it. Ooh, it feels really nice going on. It's going on my lips a little pinkier than I thought it would be, and I'm good with that. Nice. You know, actually, this is going on very similar in color to my favorite that I've been using lately, the e.l.f. satin lipstick in Shameless. Oh, I love it. But this is very similar. Okay. This might be a little bit darker than that one. Okay, where'd my gloss go? Uh-oh. Oh, here it is. It's right in front of me. So we're going to use the gloss, the limited edition lip gloss in Dazzle Me. Let's put a little of that. I'm just going to do the center. Not too crazy, but it looks nice. Adds a little something something in there. How are the under eyes looking? Do we need... No, I don't think we need any more Vaseline. But we could use some up on the forehead. Let's do some up here. Tap, tap, tap. What do we think of this look today? I'm liking it. So, yeah, if you have any comments or questions, put it down in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you on this. If you enjoyed chatting with me and putting on makeup today, give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. It does help out my channel, and I appreciate that. I appreciate you being here. So, I know this was a long video, but I had fun. I hope you did too. Yeah, so thanks. Until next time, I'll see you later.